I don't generally deal with headlines like this, but I saw the video and this is a good teaching moment, so I wanted to go over this with you guys. A few days ago, a store owner in Las Vegas was robbed and he had to defend himself with deadly force. So I watched the video, and from what I can tell, this store owner did everything right. Two masked men came into his store and he politely asked them to leave, and they went to steal his tip jar and walk out the door, and he was like, okay, that's fine. He didn't even try to do anything about it. But then they turned around and came back. One of the men jumped the counter and started trying to steal things, and the store owner grabbed a knife to defend himself and stabbed the assailant. It doesn't say in the article the condition of the guy that was stabbed by the shop owner. But a lot of people assume that because we are Christian, it means we have to be super pacifists and allow people to steal things from our stores or accost and potentially hurt our families or ourselves. So I wanted to go over what the Bible actually says about a situation like this, since it's happening so frequently nowadays in our modern culture. Exodus 22, these are the laws in the Torah. If a thief is found breaking in and is struck so that he dies, there shall be no blood guilt for him. Meaning, if somebody breaks into your house to rob you or hurt your family and you kill the assailant, you're not found guilty in the eyes of God. There shall be no punishment for the person that killed the robber. Now, obviously, this is the worst case scenario, but the Bible does give us provisions to defend ourselves. We don't have to just sit there and be robbed by people or allow people to come into our house and hurt our families. The Bible does also say this in Hebrews 12, strive for peace with everyone and for the holiness without which no one will see the Lord. And in Romans 12, it says this, if possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. So we are to do our absolute best to live peaceably with all people. And if a situation can end peaceably and you can just turn the other cheek, then by all means. And that's exactly what the shop owner tried to do. They stole his tip jar and he turned the other cheek. He didn't try to even stop them for that. But when they came back, he was forced to defend himself. And the Torah does allow us to do that in these types of situations. So again, we want to end these situations as peaceably as possible. If they want to steal money from you, let them. It's just money. Let God deal with them on Judgment Day. They're going to have to answer for that. But if they try to harm you or your family, you are fully within your rights in the eyes of God to defend yourself.